Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2022 IFBB Pro League Korea Pro figure results with some amazing competitors. Just look at the shoulders on these women. Unbelievable. And as a reminder, there were two other shows that, on the weekend, the Olympia Pro and the One Bro Pro Show. So I'll be back with those recaps right away. And then coming up this weekend is the Tampa Pro. That's a huge competition. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss those notifications. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, this is considered a Tier 4 contest. So the winner qualifies for Olympia. 2nd through 5th receive those points there at the bottom. And then at the end of the qualification period, the top 3 all get to go to Olympia. So there were only 4 competitors. So luckily they all get points towards that qualification system. So in first place was Anda, 2nd, Her, 3rd, Yeonjin, and 4th, Minju. So here's Minju in 4th, and you will remember her from the Monster Zim, where she got 2nd place in the wellness category. And I have to say, she looks fabulous in both divisions. She's got great posing. She knows how to show off what she needs to for the particular category. What really surprised me was her beautiful lats. You really see them in this front pose and figure, and they were definitely hidden here in wellness. Now that I know what she's got, I feel like she could show them even more when she's doing her wellness side pose. But anyway, in terms of this figure, I think she looks really good. She's got a beautiful V-taper, really small waist, nice sweep to her quads. I think she needs more shoulder, particularly in the lineup when you compare her to the other girls. I think you need more roundness and more fullness here on this kind of the side part over here. So a bit more size and shape on the shoulders, and definitely more conditioning. I think she's got fabulous abs, but I want to see more detail in the legs. I'm getting a really nice shape, but I'm not getting a lot of the individual distinct parts of all of the muscles in here. Even her arms could have a little bit more showing through, a little more capping to the shoulder, that sort of a thing. But either way, she really does look beautiful. It's a great suit, her hair, her jewelry, the posing is fabulous. So terrific to see her in figure. Okay, next and 3rd is Yeonjin, and oh my gosh, her conditioning is the best. Of all of these women, you see so much detail. You see everything that's happening in her legs. All of the parts of her quads are just popping. Her abs are extraordinary. That is the most perfect six-pack of all time. She's got great detail coming through on her arms. You can see a beautiful outline of the bicep. Her delts are nicely capped. She just looks really tremendous. So much detail coming through, and that's really cool. I think her physique is beautiful. She's got a nice sweep to those legs, tiny waist, beautiful V-taper, a very high lats, right? You've got a lot of torso. She just looks really fantastic. I do think that the posing looks a little strained. This arm is kind of kinked, whereas this one is a little bit more relaxed. I personally prefer the more relaxed look myself. So if she could just kind of keep playing with it and kind of get these to be a little bit more symmetrical, I think that would be really fantastic. But I'm super impressed with her shape, and mostly her conditioning blows me away. So a fabulous 3rd place. Okay, in 2nd place is Her. We saw her at the Toronto Pro, where she got 5th place, and she looks incredible. Really good posing, beautiful shoulders. My gosh. Very large, very round, very broad. Great lats, a nice, very, very lean stomach, almost concave. Beautiful, large muscles in her legs, nice calves. She's just got a really great shape, particularly the shoulders. However, I do feel like we're missing some of that pop, some of that roundness and fullness. The quads, to me, are not really popping out of her legs like we saw with our 3rd place winner. Maybe it's too much gloss, it's too shiny, maybe it's just the tan is super dark, but I just feel like the conditioning could have been a little bit different to really make the muscles look full and round and really popping out of her body. The shape, I think, is marvelous. Posing is beautiful. She looks really symmetrical. She looks really relaxed. Beautiful smile. There's an ease. The expression on her face looks really comfortable. But yeah, just playing around with that conditioning, I think, to really make her muscles show hard and firm and full would, I think, be even better. But I mean, my gosh, she's in second place. Clearly, she's doing what the judges want, and she looked really good. I like this purple suit. I think it really pops against her skin. So beautiful. All right, and now in first place is Anda, who we saw at the Titans in second place, and this is a really good look for her. She's got such an amazing V-taper, really beautiful lats, gorgeous, extremely large shoulders, a tiny waist. I think her waist looks so small in the lineup compared to the other girls, and really nice size to her legs. I think she's posing beautifully. I like that her heels are together. The sweep is really shown off, and she looks really good. In terms of conditioning, I think she was better conditioned at Titans. You could see a lot more detail in her legs all the way up to her hips, whereas she has a little bit more of a blurriness, a little softness. Even though she's still super hard, don't get me wrong, she still has some beautiful conditioning. I just think she was even leaner at Titans. The other thing, I love the cut of her suit. I love how high it comes up on her stomach. I think it's super flattering to her waistline. And I like that she seems to be standing a little bit less bent. Her knees looked more bent to me here. Here they look a little more straight. Her hips had a bit of a crease right where they connect with the legs, whereas here she seems more straight. I think this look is very flattering to her shape. You really notice the V-taper. She looks incredible. So a gorgeous first place for her. All right, so everybody's side by side. I have to say I'm really drawn to Yoonjin in third place. Her conditioning stands out. Look at the legs. Look at her abs. She's really sensational. But in terms of shape, I'm definitely drawn to our first and second place. And I think it's those very round, full shoulders with the giant lats, and then the really beautifully balanced sweep. I do think that her could perhaps turn out her feet so that her toes are pointed to the corners. It might make her sweep look even larger, which could create an even better balance with her beautiful upper body. I think Anda is really nailing it. You really get a good impression of that beautiful shape to her legs, the tiny waist, and the really large upper body. In this picture, I think her conditioning looks really good, but I'm still drawn to our third place winner. And fourth place, I think, totally stands her own in this lineup as well. Beautiful lats, really nice torso, great size in her legs. So a really terrific lineup here. Now, from behind, okay, so everybody looks amazing. Some incredible V-tapers, but Anda really gets a broadness up top with a tininess in her waist. I think she really does a great job of creating a beautiful V shape. She's got great glutes, really round on the top, not too striated. I think maybe this might have been a bit too much for our fourth place winner. A little tiny bit too much definition, perhaps. I think she's got really nice proportions in her legs, very well balanced with her top, and just beautiful conditioning. So you see hamstring, you see the tie-ins, and beautiful 3D muscles in her back, and some nice roundness in her shoulders. I feel like her has a little bit of a straightness when she's posing in the back. If she could get her shoulders to have a bit more of a bump, I think that would be really awesome. So, wow, talk about tremendous. Now, in terms of Olympia, Anda is now qualified. Her has 9, Yoonjin has 3, and Minju has 2. So don't forget, I've got 2 more recaps coming your way from last weekend and the Tampa Pro coming up this weekend. So make sure you subscribe. I'll be back with recaps of all of those shows as soon as I can. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment below with what you thought of these unreal figure athletes. So cool. And come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.